Hello, my name is Tim Manzke. I'm going to go through an example of dividing two polynomials. The polynomials that we have is t squared minus 13 divided by t minus 8. The technique we're going to use is long division. Now with the long division, we're going to put the divisor, the denominator, our divisor on the outside, and our dividend, which is going to go on the inside. The t squared minus 13. Notice that I'm missing a term with a variable t. Anytime you're doing long division of polynomials, you have to make sure that all the placeholders are there. We have t squared and we have a constant, but we're missing a variable with the t. Now, since it's not part of the polynomial, we'll put a coefficient of 0, so it won't change the value of the numerator. We're going to start off and we're going to put in our quotient our first term, which is going to be t. Now, we're going to have to multiply the t times t and then a t minus 8. So what we're going to happen here on this next line underneath, we're going to subtract. Okay, so we're going to take t times t, which is t squared, and we're going to take t times the minus 8, which would be minus 8t. Now you remember, back in the days when you were doing long division, we have to subtract. Okay, so what I like to do is put the subtract in the parentheses, and then what we're going to do here is we'll just kind of put an underline here. And then when I do that, when I do the subtraction, I'm going to remove the parentheses and change the sign. We're distributing the negative. So it becomes a minus t squared and it becomes a plus 8t. So when we're finished, t squared minus t squared will cancel out. Over here, we're adding the 0 and 8 together. So we're going to get 8t when we're finished. Now, I have this 13. I have to bring that down. So we're going to put a minus 13. And then we're going to start with the next term. Now, I have to ask myself, I look at the first term of my divisor, and I look at the first term of my dividend. Okay, how many times does t go into 8t? And it goes in there 8 times. So we're going to put a plus 8. Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to multiply. I'm going to take the t times the 8. So we're going to take, again, we're going to subtract here. So we're going to take 8 times t, which is going to be 8t. I'm going to take 8 times the minus 8, which would be a negative 64. And then again, I'm going to underline this to emphasize the subtraction. We're going to distribute the negative, change the sign, so the 8t becomes a negative 8t. The minus 64 becomes a positive 64. 8t minus 8t will give you 0. They'll cancel out. And then I'm going to have 64, a positive 64, and a minus 13. So 64 minus 13 would give us 51, which is our remainder. So our final answer, okay, is going to be, we're going to write our quotient, t plus 8 plus, and then we have the fraction 51 over my divisor, t minus 8. And that will conclude this example. If you have any questions, please contact me. Again, my name is Tim Manzke, and have a nice day.